Good morning. I just spent 30 minutes at my son's school for summer school. He was supposed to be in the program, and they were like, we don't have him on the list. And I'm like, here's the offer letter on my phone. The issue is when you have one lady, she's an amazing lady. You have one lady who's dealing with all the fires, right? There's people who are coming in who are behavioral therapists or whatever that, like, it's funny. They're supposed to help out with the after school thing, but they're there before after school. Oh, look, my husband's now taking my daughter to camp. Anyway, I just feel like I'm failing big time as a parent. It's just taking forever to get my butt out of bed and my kids out of bed and my husband to get his ass out of bed. Anyway, so it took like 30 minutes, and she had to talk to all these other people, all these other moms who were like, I think I'm in the program, and they weren't in the kids weren't in the program, or I want to get my kids in, but they're on the waiting list and stuff. And then, of course, she has to call the principal back, and the principal wants to talk to the people who are the BTs, and she's like trying to get in to talk to him about which teacher he should go with. So right now my son's with his teacher from third grade. She's a great teacher. Probably perfectly fine for summer school for fourth grader. Honestly, it's really difficult to get him to just stay and just like be in the school all day. Like, the program goes to like 12:30, and then he wants to be picked up immediately, and that's like too early. We got stuff we have to do. Dad's working, mom wants to do stuff around the house and get stuff tidied for summer. And I'm like negotiating with him. 4:00, 3:00, how about 2:30? Oh man. And I need to take a shower. It's like having a whole day to myself to do the shit I need to do is impossible. I know. I could hear it in my head, the critics. But you wanted to have kids. Anyway. Sorry. Gross. Anyway. What am I planning for today? Well, I want to get rid of some of my kids' crap. See if I can sell stuff. Still looking for a summer job, although I'm not looking very hard. And just want to get back into art. I just want to do more art. I want to be creative and play. I've had this, like, every time I have a frame that breaks, and it's not the glass, it's just the rest that's come apart, I want to keep the glass. I want to figure out how to poke holes. I want to figure out how to, like, hang it. I want to figure out how to paint it to make it interesting. And I don't know. I just feel like I want to have some sort of art show just for the hell of it. I'm just someone who wants to be creative. I'm not like some famous person who's selling all kinds of stuff. People just need creative outlets, Anyway, I am still a couple days out from starting my cutting away from foods, because I'm going to have a colonoscopy on the 19th, so they want me to stop nuts and seeds and corn and raw veggies. And then, like, the day before, I'm pretty much supposed to just have Jell-O and broths and popsicles and, like, not really eat. And then I'm also supposed to, like, take this, I guess it's this powder stuff that I guess we had water and we're taking and we're flushing everything out, which should be interesting. And for some reason, I had to schedule a neurology call the same day. We'll see how that goes. Why the neurology call? Well, he wants me to pretty much just do the transsacral magnetic stimulation. And I am like, why didn't we get a functional MRI? And when I talk to the people for the transsacral magnetic stimulation, they're saying, oh, this is pretty much just for depression and anxiety. And I'm like, why is it so hard I'm really annoyed, to just, if you're going to have the ADHD diagnosis, claim it. And why can't the doctors just like be like, okay, let's verify, let's see what we can find in the brain, or let's do the magnetic stimulation for that. It's like, we have to talk in code. We have to say one thing, we can't say the other. I mean, literally, I got a referral for rheumatology, and I'm curious about connective tissue issues. Like, I always have like a weakness in my hands, and I tend to hold my hands like this, and opening jars is tough. And within the last couple of years in Pilates, they told me I'm hypermobile. So I wonder about EDS. And when I went to my Kaiser doctor, I was kind of on the spectrum, didn't score high enough for EDS. But I definitely have some sort of muscular weakness and certain spots of alignment issues and things like that. So I wonder, and with concern about energy and mitochondrial, I'm here, but I'm not quite here. And, of course, perimenopause. Doctors just don't want to connect the dots. And like with the rheumatology, so like the referral was for evaluation for EDS, and the place they referred me to were like, we don't do that. There's a place in the same building that does, but they don't take insurance. But you could probably try to bill your insurance anyways and see what they pay. And I'm waiting for this lady to send me the codes. Like, what else is new? So I was just like, well, could I get the rheumatology just to like do a general exam? And they're like, well, you have to go back to your primary care doctor and you have to get a new referral. So this is me in a nutshell, and this constant going back to all these different departments because you have all kinds of things happening and you don't know how they tie together, but they tie together, and you don't know which one's more prominent than the other. I mean, like, every time I eat now, I feel like my nose starts to act up, like I'm triggered, like with histamines. I don't know. From the past as a child, I just thought, oh, I just have allergies. But I've been chewing gum because the menthol of the gum kind of relaxes and cools my throat. And I'm just like, something in my body is like a firestorm and just doesn't want to be happy. And that's why I'm like still annoyed that I didn't do a food sensitivity test. I went to the allergy department and they just tested me for like maybe avocado and tomato, and they never said anything. And I guess there might be some histamine in my urine, but it wasn't like, it's funny because like if you're high or low, they'll still say you're in the range. I'm like, okay. But with the connection between allergy and GI issue and mental health and neurodivergence is this in the nervous system. And so, I know I talk about this in every recording I do. Anyway, but mostly I started this because of the frustration at my son's school. It's hard to get him to go to things. He's neurodivergent and like he's in the program, but they didn't have him on the list, and so we're just trying for half an hour to get him in. And I'm just trying to keep him in school as long as possible so I can get stuff done. It's just everything's a battle. And I'm like, I've said this to my husband several times. Is everything a battle because everything is hard for us? Or is everything hard for us because everything's a battle? Do we make it hard, or is the world just hard for us? Or is it a bit of both? This is it's kind of like a chicken and egg scenario. And I always said to him, well, you're easygoing, so you have no health issues. Or are you having no health issues because you're easygoing? Anyway, it's hilarious. So hopefully he's in summer school. We'll see how it goes. My son, my daughter, my husband just took her to a summer camp. We're just figuring it out as we go for summer. I wanted to have another week. I've only been off 1 week of work, and I've wanted to have another week to kind of just, if I can have the energy and sustain it, to keep going.